Guess what? The reason why you're watching this video is because you're not as productive as you wanted to be. So this video is for you, because in this video I'm going to talk about the 3 main things that a lot of people don't talk about that are going to get your productivity to the next level. And that's how you're going to outsmart the game of productivity. But before we start, just don't forget to subscribe, okay? So let's start the video, okay? The first thing I want to talk about is planning and routine, okay? Basically, if you, for example, imagine you don't have a routine, you don't plan the next day, basically your routine, basically, that's how I can describe it, is you still are going to have a routine even if you haven't created a routine. You have a routine called chaos. That's the routine that you have, a chaos. Because you don't create your own routine. So it's just like, the day doesn't go with the flow, like, doesn't go with the flow to do the things that you wanted. It goes with the flow that for the laziness, because you don't have a routine to know when you should do that specific thing, or when you should wake up, or when you should go to sleep. And what happens as well is that you have more decision fatigue. You waste a bunch of more time. You're just less productive, and as well you are going to have less fun than I did. Because I have a routine, so I can be more productive, not waste the time. You do waste a lot of time. You are less productive, less productive, of course, because you don't have a routine. It's a chaos. Got what I mean? It's not organized. And that's the same thing with planning the day, to know maybe some specific tasks that you want to do tomorrow, or that you gotta do tomorrow. It's very, very important. Wasting a bunch of time is not going to help you. You probably think, I'm not even wasting that much time, bro. Even with me with the routine, I probably waste about like 1 to 2 hours a day. And I'm always trying to waste as least time as I possibly can. So if someone with more an organized day still wastes quite a lot of time, imagine how much time do you waste. You probably waste about 4 hours a day. No, but it's just like 5 minutes to click on to see how many followers I have on Instagram. It's just 5 minutes no. It's just 5 minutes to think about what food I cook. So it's like you just waste a lot of time. That's it. You just waste a lot of time because you haven't set up for yourself. Okay, after getting done this task, what's the next task that I'm going to do? So what happens is that between you finish the task, and between you finish the task and you start another task, what happens? You waste a lot of time. Instead of just like from this task, from another task, you waste like 3:30 or 1 hour to then go that task. An example is that you imagine that this is really an example for me as a YouTuber. I record a video, and then the next thing that I have to do is make a script. But then I go to the bathroom, and then I go eat a little bit of food. Then I go see on my Instagram if something happened. And I go I don't know, just to see the YouTube analytics and blah blah blah. And then I ended up wasting 30 minutes, and then I started making the script. You get what I mean? Waste a lot of time. So you gotta have a routine. You gotta plan the next day so that you don't waste a lot of time from decision fatigue. Decision fatigue is basically when you have to make a lot of decisions. Imagine like you have to make a decision of when are you going to the gym today every single day. When you always have to make a lot of decisions, you just get tired from making decisions. Maybe you think, it's just a little decision. No. And that actually, I see this happening with me sometimes when there's like something that I have to make a lot of decisions, or a day that I forget to for example, even plan the day, or I don't know. Sometimes I just have to make a lot of decisions when I don't do what I should have done, and then I just feel like more tired. I just feel like just don't have the flow, the extra energy from not having to make a lot of decisions. You get what I mean? Okay, for you to make the routine and for you to plan the day, basically I recommend two apps that one you already have and one is really easy to get it. You get what I mean? Whether it's on your phone, on your computer. On your computer is it's probably better, but you can do the way you think it's the best and works the best for you. Okay, so basically it's a Google Calendar. Okay, Google Calendar. Google Calendar, you know already, basically to make the routine. You already have it. You get what I mean? Everybody has. Now, on the phone, you actually have the install the app. Probably you don't have, but on the computer, just go on the Google thing and you have it. You get what I mean? So just create the routine. Try to create a repetitive routine, because when you have a repetitive routine, you don't have to think about it. I don't have to think about what time I'm going to wake up today. It's always the same. I don't have to think about like what time am I going to sleep today. It's always the same. I don't have to think about what time am I going to the gym. It's always the same. I don't have to think about when I'm going to eat lunch. It's always the same. No, that's actually not true. There's some days not the same, but I try to make it almost the same. It's just something that's out of my control, but I try to make it like basically always the same. You know what I mean? For example, the time that I'm going to read a little bit is always the same. It's always the same thing. It's so repetitive that I don't have to think about it. And that helps me as well to, basically routine helps you to know what you're going to do and to not waste time, but it's also to not get the decision fatigue, to make a lot of decisions. Will I? Because when you have to make the decision, when will I read? When will I go to the gym? You just end up procrastinating more. Or maybe not today. But when you always know it's this time, if you know to do it, like you're being a little bit, you know what I mean? You're just like procrastinating, you know what I mean? And it's so more easy to procrastinate when you always have to do the same things in a different times, and you have to think about when are you going to go? You get what I mean? You're like, maybe I'll go today, maybe I'll go to like 4 p.m, maybe 6. For example, when it's always 6, it's more easy, you get what I mean? So that's how you do it in terms of the routine. How you create the routine basically, and put the time always, even in the weekend, same time to wake up, same time to sleep. That even helps you. There's actually this is a side point, but there's actually basically I heard someone that learned, I think from Andrew Huberman, that the most important thing on sleep to get the best quality of sleep is not quantity, is consistency. So if you want to even improve more your sleep, just basically wake up always at the same time, as even in the weekend if you can. You probably can. You probably can. Be honest, you probably can. If you're not, you're probably not waking up at the same time because of laziness. You get what I mean? Just try to wake up at the same time. Maybe if you are on this type of situation that you wake up so early because you have to, like, imagine go to a shit job, then maybe understand that you don't want to wake up at the same time. But even though like fucking early, you know what I mean, it's still beneficial. You know what I mean? So I recommend you to do that. Okay. To plan the next day, you can use or Notion, or actually we'll recommend another one that's kind of a new app that's a YouTuber created that I think it's a very, very, it's like kind of Notion, you know what I mean? So basically it's called Core Text, and it's like Notion. Basically then you just go there and you every single day just plan, this is the time I'm going to do, and in order basically, especially the important things that you have to do, you put it there, and even the not important things that you have to do, so that you don't forget it to do it basically. So yeah, go on that app called Cortex or Notion, but Cortex I think I'm using it instead of Notion. I even think it's better, but you can use Notion as well. Just go to the app Cortex, just download it, or Notion, and just like every single day, I don't have to explain to you. Just go there and you understand how it works. Okay, then just like every single day, just open a page and just create, or just always create one or delete the same and create in the one that you've, I don't know, do the way that you think is best. It's a personal thing, you know what I mean? It depends on you. You can even use another thing, but I recommend more this that you can use on your phone as well. Now, actually, Cortex, they're still not on the phone. It's not available, but it's going to be. So maybe you just will use Notion. But yeah. Second thing is make your life so boring that working, training, and studying it's fun. Okay, why would you do that? Make your life so boring just to that work it's fun. Okay? Why? Why will I? Okay, I understand. Okay, there's a benefit in make it fun, more fun. But I kind of like it. Maybe don't that much. But why will I make my life so boring? Like, I want to have the fun things that I have. You get what I mean? I'm going to explain. Okay, why? So a couple of weeks ago, I haven't basically watched anime for ages. Not for ages. I stopped almost 2 years ago, something like that. You get what I mean? Now there's some seasons that I watch it when I was doing monk mode, and then basically monk mode 27 days just working hard, and then 3 days of fun mode, and I ended up watching anime. But I always get to the same conclusion. Okay? Is that it can be fun. Do you get what I mean? It is actually kind of fun. But it just makes your life it's just worse. Is that basically what happens is that my work, training, all of that, it's less fun when I'm consuming. I was basically consuming weeks ago I was consuming anime basically I was just I don't know what to watch. I had things to watch, but I was a little bit bored, and I wanted to watch something different. So I was let me try. No. So I started watching, and then after the second day, I was already watching for basically 4 hours a day anime. You get what I mean? Which is a lot. Think about it, it's a lot. But yeah. So okay, had some fun. Okay, no. But it was worse my day because I was just more thinking about the anime. I was just enjoying less the working, the grinding, and I was just trying to finish things the things that I have to do as fast as possible so that I just could watch anime. Basically, if you're curious, it was Bleach. Okay, I didn't ever watch the anime before. I used to watch basically the most famous animes out there. But yeah, and I just I feel getting 10 days, something like that, or 9, 10 days. I was I'm not gonna continue to do this. I knew it this, but it was just good to remind me. It's just what's the point? My life is it's the real world. So why will I do this? Why will I have a lot of things giving me that are so fun that I just when I'm going to do something that's less fun, it just seems that is even less fun. Why will I spend my time doing that? You get what I mean? That's what I realized. You get what I mean? So basically, what you're going to do is have no shit that gives a lot of dopamine. Because when it gives a lot of dopamine, something, if your base level of dopamine that you're used to getting is so high, when you're going to do something that doesn't give you a lot of dopamine, working, training, studying, it's just more boring than it actually could be. Maybe it's because if you're in working something that you hate, I kind of can understand. But the truth is, even when sometimes you're working something that you like, if you consume a lot of things that give a lot of dopamine, actually it's less fun. So that's why I recommend you to make your life boring, so that just the only thing that is actually fun for you is to work, train, and study, or to just training, work. I actually don't study. I learned that maybe you can say that's study, but I don't study. My thing is working and training. Okay. It's basically it's your life is so boring. That's the only thing that are fun. It doesn't think about it actually seems like something nice. Okay, maybe a little bit oh, but I don't have the fun things. The work is fun. When of course you like it, but when you are not used to getting a lot of dopamine because then when you do work, it's less fun. That's why you gotta make your life so boring. This is one of the best hacks to just be more productive, you get what I mean? Okay, so yeah, no shit that gives a lot of dopamine, no porn, no masturbation, no video games, no anime, no Netflix, no processed foods, which is basically junk food. But what more? I have to remember. Yeah, video games. I said. What more these days? People TikTok, real social media, all of that. Those things give a lot of dopamine, and you know that for a fact. That's why you gotta not have those things. Okay. When you have those things, your life kind of is boring. I have to agree. Like, yeah, it's kind of boring. Even watching Mr. Beast things like that as well, because they're not educational. That as well gives a lot of dopamine. So they're like, okay, my life's kind of boring now. But that's the point. It's because your life is boring now that the grinding, the studying, the training, it's fun. Because that's basically the only thing you have apart from like maybe being with family, being with friends, and eating. That's things that naturally just give a lot of dopamine, which is not a problem at all, and are healthy things to do as well. But apart from that, basically life is kind of boring. But that's the point. Then the rest, the things are more, for example, something you can do as well to learn, or just watch some content like this, you got what I mean? Podcasts, or to read. That's what it's way better, you got what I mean? So yeah, just, you gotta quit these things, okay? I have a whole video talking about this, which is why I quit video games and why you should do too. I think was the previous video. And in the future, I'm going to make a video about how to basically quit the bad habits, because I don't expect you to quit them all. I don't especially to quit them all at once. I expect you, like, I want you to quit them all. I know some people are never going to do that, but I think if you're watching this video, you have the capacity to do that. You have the potential to do that. But yeah, in the future, maybe in a couple of days, I'm going to make a video about how to quit the bad habits. But just try a little bit to just try to consume those things, because now that you know that some things are bad, maybe some things you already knew that were bad, some things that you maybe didn't know. But yeah, just try a little bit to consume those things, and you're going to notice that you're going to start enjoying more the things. That is actually something interesting, because I think I was watching a Joe Rogan podcast. Now, it was an Andrew Humor podcast. He was saying that he had I think a son of his brother, something like that. I don't know. Was going pretty good at school, and then because he started to get addicted to video games, he started to enjoy like less studying, so he just wanted to play video games, and he actually was even considered to have ADHD just because he couldn't focus properly. I don't know, it just fucked up. And then he basically, for like a month, he was like just not playing video games. Everything just got good, you know what I mean? Got where basically everything got to the place that it should have been all these times, you know what I mean? Basically things got to the normal stage, to the how it should be. You should be just focusing on having ADHD, like just, you know what I mean? So yeah, there's like really extremely bad things that come from video games. A lot of people talk about it. A lot of people talk about, no. A lot of people one day like I watched like a TikTok video, just because I was just doing something on TikTok, basically just going to pick up some videos to put on the hook of a video of mine. A hook is basically when I did this is the hook to make you pay attention, and when I explain the video, okay? So I was trying to do that. It was like on another channel in the early videos, in the early days, and then basically it was a video talking about basic positive things about video games, basically saying that video games was good. And he was saying, oh, just let them play a little bit video games, just escape the reality from the reality of the work, of their life. No, just a little bit. And I was like, you know what he said. You know, it's kind of retarded, you know what I mean? So if you have to basically play video games to kind of escape the reality, or even if it's to not escape the reality, yeah, you're kind of a loser, and that's the fucking truth, you know what I mean? So okay, you already know it's bad. I don't expect you to keep them at once. Don't even expect it for yourself, because you're not going to do it. Just try to quit them a little bit. Try to consume less them, and subscribe to my channel, because in the future, in a couple of days from now on, I'm going to make a video about how to quit the bad habits, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Okay, let's talk about the next thing, which is very, very interesting, which is basically called deep work and shallow work, okay? Okay, what is deep work and shallow work? Okay, this is very interesting. This is more like I expected most people that are watching this video are kind of studying, but probably already in some type of work. You get what I mean? This works a little bit more, which is when it's like work, but you're probably you can even apply this for another thing. So this is a very interesting thing to know, even if you're not on work, because you can apply, as I already said, to another things. You get what I mean? This is very, very interesting. I'm telling you. Okay, deep work and shallow work. Basically, deep work is a very, very important tasks that get 80% of the results of the thing that you're doing, and usually are hard. The shallow work is basically the opposite. Are not going to get you that much results. It can seem productive, but it's basically not. It's not that important. It's basically easy. I think 99% of the times. That's the difference between deep work and shallow work. Okay, when you understand these, things change. Because the truth is, a lot of people, for example, work on something like this especially applies even to jobs. You know what I mean? Not like a job, but the job is a lifeguard. Your job is to stay there to protect people. That does not apply to a job like that. It applies to a job that is more like about tasks. The truth is, a lot of people, they maybe do 1 hour of like the deep work in their jobs. Even like this is even in normal job, not even in business. There's like 1 hour of working actually on deep work, and then basically the rest of the hours, which is like the rest 7 hours or 9 hours, you just do some shallow that doesn't even benefit the company. They're just wasting their time just there instead of just doing something more productive. And they cannot even do it. They have to stay there doing shit. But yeah, okay. So, okay, let me explain explaining like a little bit the difference here, okay? I wrote down like some, basically an example for a YouTuber. I'm going to basically tell you right now some tasks that a YouTuber usually has, or yeah, usually YouTubers can do it, you get what I mean? And then I'm going to ask some questions to you so that you can understand to know if you understand what I'm talking about, okay? Or maybe you don't understand nothing about YouTube, so I don't blame you if you don't know, but it's kind of obvious, okay? Okay, YouTube tasks. Record video replying to comments, make polls on the community, like make polls for like, oh, I actually made one. It was like, what do you struggle more? Oh, is productivity or is focusing? And people click, and then I know the percentage of people that you got me. Make script, make reels to get more followers on YouTube, edit video, make thumbnail. Okay. So now I'm going to ask you, what is the most important task? What's the task that is basically going to get you the most of results? And if you just could do one task, what task would you do if you were a YouTuber? Maybe you are, maybe probably not. Can you ask this question? It's kind of easy. Just think a little bit about it. Just think like, okay, a YouTuber. Okay, what YouTuber say? Okay, they have a video. Okay, they have a video. They have a thumbnail. Yeah. They probably have a script. But okay. What do I actually need to make? Okay, there's actually some people that even without a script and editing, they actually like have like quite a lot of videos. You know what I mean? Just because they know how to speak. You know what I mean? So okay, no. Okay, then you probably know what I'm talking about. The most important task is fucking recording the fucking video. Okay? That's what you gotta, like, if you're doing especially a business, you know what I mean? Maybe you're not, but this is just something that can apply for other things in the future for you. But imagine that have a business, or maybe you have, or something like that, or even in a job, whatever. Or even like studying university, school, whatever. But just think about what's the most important thing that is going to get me the most results for what I want. For example, I think studying, I don't know how to do this, to be honest, but I heard, and if you're studying, you probably know maybe how to do this. It's basically, they say like, just do as much repetitive questions in the that are close to what is going to be your tests. Basically, your test is about, you're going to have soon a test about math. So you basically try to go to do as much questions about math. You're gonna try to solve as much questions you possibly can. And then like when you do the tests, you did so much questions that is actually kind of easy for you, and you maybe even know so well to do that. You get what I mean? It's like to try to find something that's like close, basically based on the notebook you probably have. You have a lot of, usually people don't do all of them. If you do as much as you possibly can, sometimes like the teacher, so these gives you like some that you can do, but imagine that you do all of them. Just like, that's like basically the thing that's going to get you the most results. Doing anything else, even the homework is going to get you less results. Of course, I'm not saying to not do it, but that's the thing that is going to get you the most results. So if you're studying, spending 1 hour every single day, even if you don't have no tests, it's going to help you. Imagine like every day you have like a specific thing that you study, even in the weekend. Like, oh, today I'm going to just study 1 hour on math. You know what I mean? That I think is probably the maybe you know better than me how to get most of the results just by doing a specific, just one task. Okay, this is very interesting. Okay, and then a lot of the times as well, you have like the another 2 to 3 tests that as well are going to get a lot of results to the thing that you're going to do. And for me, for a YouTuber, it's basically making the script and editing the video. Making the could be kind of important as well, but it's not actually the most important. A lot of the times, I don't even have to make the thumbnail. So now I just try to pick some part of the video I'm kind of like nice speaking, and then just like put that picture a little bit better with, and basically it's done. Sometimes I just like in a specific position, so that's not even the most important, even though it seems very important, not even is. There are some people like without script, basically without shit, just the video, get a lot of views, you know? So maybe you don't know about YouTube, so I don't blame you, but yeah, just like try to figure out as well like the another 2 to 3 tasks that as well are very valuable for you to do. First, studying, that's probably not helps. It just like doing just doing the homework and then studying the questions or math questions, is basically, that's just that is going to help you. Adding more things not going to help. You're just going to waste time. But for like a business, you know what I mean. For example, YouTube, okay, making the script, editing the video. But then after a while, like let's get more followers on YouTube. You know what I mean? If I understand that more this niche, so I understand it's not really valuable to do that, especially in the situation that I'm. Maybe you don't think so, but of course you probably don't know. But yeah, it's not even that you don't think so. You just don't know probably about what I know. You know what I mean? You are not in this niche, so I don't blame you. But yeah, understand that, because when you understand what I just told you, bro, that the most important thing is not even know like the 2, 3 tests that are very important. Like, it's just fucking know the most important and just spend as much time as you possibly can on that. I'm not saying 12 hours, but 1 hour a day. So basically my routine in terms of making videos is basically I spend, I know it's more important is recording the video, you know what I mean, but I have more time, so I don't have to spend most of my time recording the video. Most of my time I spend basically 1 hour and a half basically making the script, because I just have the time. Then I edit some videos, and then I record the video. You know what I mean? And in the future, if I'm going to outsource editing the video, so just making the script and then recording the video. You know what I mean? And editing the video the reason why I'm doing that, because I don't even edit my videos, basically almost nothing. It's just like a little bit, and then the biggest problem is like the time that you take to edit, which is not a lot, but it's kind of a lot. It's like 11 minutes or 8 minutes, because I put on, if I edit on the same time of the video, it's like 30 minutes, but I put it a little bit faster. But yeah, and to export the video as well, it's kind of shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't have like way more tasks to spend my time on. I could spend my time like hours just making the best thumbnail. No, I focus on the most important part of the video that is going to get me the most results, which is the video itself, and making basically a good title that is attractive, having a good idea so that the video gets more impressions and I just get more views. Okay, so that's it. You know what I mean? This is the 3 main things that are going to get your productivity to the next level. There's probably basically the 3 or at least 2 things you probably didn't know. Be honest. So click give me a like or subscribe, basically. That's it. So I hope I helped you, brother. And I will see you in the next video. But before, I have to drink a little bit of water. And bye. Just finishing in the same way.